Okay, there we go. I don't know why I was having so much trouble with this. All I had to do was click go live, for frick's sake. Okay, put these on.
Sorry about that.
Okay,
I wanted to go
there
live
we
sooner,
go.
but I couldn't
I don't
figure
know
out how
why
to
I
get
was
my
having so much
Streamlabs
trouble with
working.
this. All I had to do was click go live, for
Alright,
frick's
we're going
sake.
to start a new game
Okay,
here
put
Oblivion.
these on.
I'm going to drop some lore while playing. Sorry about that. I wanted to go live sooner, but I couldn't figure out how to get my Streamlabs working.
I've ruled Umbriel's emperor all these years. I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Hello, YouTube. I am Clixtakanku, otherwise known as Soul Gambler, and a few other names throughout my YouTube career watching and playing games with friends. And we're going to be playing some Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster. And as the title suggests, I know a lot about the internal lore of the Elder Scrolls, and we're going to drop some of that. While playing, we're going to share the joy of the Elder Scrolls universe in its full glory.
These are the closing days of the Third Era.
All right. My life. All right. I think we can skip a little of this. Oh, I do not want that. This is just so I can see chat if anybody logs in. All right. So I think, well, unfortunately, we don't have any bird races, but I think I'm going to go an Argonian. Yeah, we're going to go with Thornmarsh. Maybe not too young, a little older. No, we're going to go male. So you know what? I'm just going to randomize until I find something I like. And then we'll mess with it once I figure out I've got something that fits me. Kind of like that coloring. Alright. Kind of like that. That actually could be good too. I like that. Alright. Kind of like that. Yeah, it's better. Ooh, that's better, yes. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Alright, let's name him. Per my... Well, let's just go with this. We'll call him Click. Click the Argonian. Now, normally, this is where I'd go running stealthily into a table to raise my sneak and do a whole bunch of stuff to... We'll get like one level.
It must break your heart, huh?
Oh, this guy.
Being so close to
Valendrath.
knowing you'll never get to swim again.
Oh, I'll get to swim again.
You know, sometimes when they let us in the yard, you can hear the sounds from the lake. The boats, the gulls, so close. No, you'll never get to swim again, Argonian. But don't worry, you'll be dead soon enough. That's right. You're going to die in here. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Oh, Valendrath.
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
They really made this thing look so much better.
This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up at the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
Alright, fine.
Stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt. Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you.
What? You've seen me?
Let me see your face.
No!
You are the one
Don't look at
from
me.
my dreams. Then the stars
You
were
dreaming
right.
me?
This
Ayo.
is the day. Gods give me strength. Assassins.
What's
attack
going
my
on?
sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route.
Escape
By
route?
chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
My cell? Why am I in jail?
The gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
I ate a bunch of chickens, probably. I don't know. An
I
Argonian.
am your emperor.
Or I
You are
skinny
your
dipped in the middle of the Imperial City.
Gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
I go my own way.
All. But what path can be avoided whose end is fixed by the Almighty?
You don't tell me what to do. You're not my supervisor!
Moving.
Alright. So this is not the only... This is one of multiple ways out of the Imperial City. We find another one during the Thieves Guild quest. But essentially... There were multiple ways for the Emperor to get out of the city in the case of a assault, though I'm sure they probably thought it would be the Thalmor or the elves of Somerset, not the cult of the Mythic Dawn. I'd say spoilers, but gosh, this game is from like 2006 with a recent remaster.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
It's down. Take that down! I'm supposed to be impressed! Die for the blades and the Emperor!
Just take those for now.
Are you alright, sire? With Captain Reno? She's dead. Sorry. Sire.
Take that. I've already got a playthrough as a Khajiit, but I figured a fresh playthrough is probably better for this.
Go back now. Don't worry, sire. We will.
Let's go ahead and equip the steel short sword. It doesn't really matter. We'll be picking up other armor here soon.
Get you out of here.
Totally taking those off. I'm not a prisoner anymore. I don't need wrist irons.
Blades. I'll take point. Let's move. You stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
Man, that rat didn't want to be in my crosshair. Just do that. Take that. Take that. Now there's a trick to these. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna be sneaky. Gonna be sneaky. I already have a rusty iron war axe. I don't know if I really need to take another. I don't need the clairvoyant spell. This dungeon is pretty self-explanatory. Plus, I've played this game enough back in 2006, and even with the updates, I pretty much know where to go. Do, do, do. Yep, just rat meat. Really not a useful ingredient. We'll get into the lore once we get out of this first dungeon, because there's really not a lot of lore to really spout about this first dungeon, other than the fact that, you know, it's one of, like, a few ways in the sewers out of the castle. The other one requires a little more work, of course. You know, you gotta hit a giant hourglass in the Imperial Palace basement. So basically what I'm doing is every time the lock falls, I'm looking for when it comes back down more slowly. There we go, that's the one now. I'm just going to keep pushing it up. Yeah, I screwed it up. It's not easy. There we go. And I make back a couple of lockpicks I broke. That's always nice. It's like, yeah, do I really want to take random fruits, vegetables, and stuff off the ground? There we go. Yeah, I don't need that many iron war axes. They give you so many weird rusty weapons that aren't really worth much. Me, I'm all about, you know, that early leveling you can get away with. If I can get some destruction levels and some sneak levels early on. While we're making our way through this dungeon. Making our way. A couple of things to sell early on, like obviously, like I said, there's not really much worth much in here, but anything I can sell later is a boon to my future parts of the playthrough here. We'll take it. Ale is ale. Boop, boop, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Sadly, we don't have a lot of viewers right now. Well, we don't have any. So I should probably, I'm going to take a little pause right here. Go ahead and share. I'll stick with that. Hopefully that'll bring in some viewers from friends. Oh, what do we got? Hello, is this just my view of myself, or hello person who's joined the chat perhaps? See one person. I don't know if it's just me looking at my own stream so I can watch chat, since I only have one screen right now, but... doing a Lore and Gore Oblivion playthrough. So once I get a little further along, I'll probably start dropping some nice lore. There's just not a lot to drop during the sewers here. It's going to pretty much be lore where appropriate, mostly just a playthrough of Oblivion. Obviously, there's some great lore with the whole Elder Scrolls series, like one of the things we're going to be discussing is dragon breaks. If you don't know what a dragon break is, it's essentially Elder Scrolls version of a multi-verse kind of thing. It's a little less complicated than like the DC or Marvel multiverse, but is essentially how they determine what is canon for the next game and what is not from the previous game. So, for instance, I am the hero of Kvatch as an Argonian, but to make it so that the hero of Kvatch can be anybody, nobody can agree who the hero of Kvatch was. The statue by the time of Skyrim has degraded in Bruma, and no one can really agree on who the hero of Kvatch was. The idea being is the hero of Kvatch is a kind of nameless, faceless person. Meant to essentially be anybody. You know, so your hero of Kvatch, if you play this game, is no different than mine. You can be an Argonian, you could be a Khajiit, you could be an Imperial, a Breton, a Bosmer, a Dunmer, an Altmer. Doesn't matter, because by the end of the game, we're just going to drop that. It's heavy, and we can't do a will, so we'll drop... Okay, I didn't want to drop both, but then again, I don't really care. Basically, it can be anybody. And so, to facilitate that, dragon breaks are a thing. There's also a lot of people that point out to the fact that Sheogorath in the DLC, which we're probably going to do, I'm going to still decide when I'm going to do like the DLC content and such not. But basically, in the DLC, you work with Sheogorath to try and stop the Grey March, and in doing so, things happen, and a lot of people are like, oh, well, that means the hero of Kvatch is basically at the end of it, to stop the Grey March, you become Sheogorath. I'm just going to spoil that a little bit. Obviously, again, freaking 20-plus-year-old game, almost 20-year-old game. If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it before, sorry. If you have, you're not hearing anything new. But simply put, because you become Sheogorath, a lot of people are like, oh, well, then the hero of Kvatch is Sheogorath. Well, because of Dragon Breaks, both can be true. The hero of Kvatch can be Sheogorath, or Sheogorath is still Jigalag and is still performing the Grey March to this day. There is no change. Nothing changes because that's just how history works in Elder Scrolls. Yeah, so essentially, because of Dragon Breaks, both are true. You can be the new God of Madness, or you could also just be a temporary replacement until history fixes itself. Because in one history, Sheogorath never called the hero of Kvatch to perform the actions to stop the Grey March. It just happened, and all happened as it was supposed to be. In another, the hero didn't succeed. In another, this happened. In another, that happened. Basically, both can be true, while both are also false. History becomes really, how David Tennant put it, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. Wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey. Alright, now we're going to try using a bow. Oh look, more arrows and lockpicks. Always a useful find. Probably missed some loot along the way. There's bags and stuff you can find, but they don't always spawn.
My blood for the Empire! Oh. Damn it, it's that prisoner again. Kill him. He might be working with the assassin. No. He is not one of them.
I'm no assassin. Don't hurt me.
He must help us. As you wish, sire. They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen. You know the Nine. How they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
Let's see. I don't really think about it. The Nine guide and protect us. I'm not on good terms with the gods. God schmods. Gods don't determine what I do.
And I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
I'm gonna be a shadow scale. Because I seem to remember there being a interaction later in a certain quest line of the Dark Brotherhood where you meet Ochiva and Tainava, two of some of my favorite characters.
The signs I read show the end of my
And essentially it is that Argonians born under the sign of the Shadow immediately join the Dark Brotherhood and become Shadow Scales. Obviously it doesn't always happen.
Your stars
You know,
are not mine. Today.
they have a chance of being missed, but if you are an Argonian living in Black Marsh during the born during the sign of the Shadow, you're pretty much brought from birth to be
My dreams
a shadow
grant
scale.
me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death, but in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Aren't you afraid
No
to die?
trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall. I go to my grave, a tongue shriller than all the music calls me.
Sithis calls you to the void.
Then we must part.
You may as well make yourself... We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan.
What do you think about
Our job is to
Uriel
make sure
Septum?
the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it.
Alright.
Stick close and let us do our job. You'll be all right.
Should I go ahead and equip the torch? Don't really see a need for it. I gotta unequip my shield to make it work. Ooh, a box! What's in the box? Just go ahead and drop those.
Thought we'd go down east. The Emperor's in danger.
Yeah, I can just sort of sit back and let them do most of the work here, because, let's face it, I'm more likely to accidentally hit one of them and get in the way.
Not much farther.
This one's mine. Protect the Emperor.
let's go to steel short sword.
Hold up. We don't like this. Let me take a look. Looks clear. Come on. We're almost through to the sewers. What about that side passage back there? Worth a try. Let's go. It's a dead end. What's your call, sir? They're behind us. Wait here, sire. Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life. Oblivion, take you! For the Emperor! I've blood for the Empire! Don't push me, prisoner. I told you.
Oops, see, and this is why. I'm blocking the gate.
For the blaze! Get back with the Emperor. Protect him with your life. This I thought blood that's more handsome than you. You! What's the matter? Get... Being tired? I can go no further. Take the amulet. Give it to Joffrey. He alone. Find him.
Stranger.
Yeah, they made it so you can't stop that anymore.
You chose a bad day to take up with the cause of the Septums.
This one's... No. Talos sailors. We failed. The amulet. Where's the amulet of King? Strange. He saw something.
The Emperor gave it to me.
Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septum. They see more than lesser men. The amulet of kings is a sacred symbol of the empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true... He must have given it to you for a reason. Joffrey? Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him.
Yeah, so this one's pretty easy. The Emperor had a few different
near the city of Gore.
illegitimate heirs
You need to get out of here. Through that door
through
must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate.
other
That's
women
where
that
we
were
head.
not his
It's a
wife.
secret way out of the
I mean, he is the
Imperial City.
Emperor.
Or it was
Probably had
supposed to be
multiple
secret.
wives, but
Here,
nonetheless,
you need this key for the last
Martin
door to the
is an
sewers.
example of
There are rats in...
we're going to go with that.
I wasn't far off. You must get the
I understand. What will you do?
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering my comrades' swords. I'll see that they are given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
Yep, and this is why I didn't use the Akaviri katanas, because, let's face it, he's going to steal them back. So Glenroy's and Renault's, but it's always nice to be the person to retrieve them for him and give them to him. Oh, when did it switch back to... More arrows, more lockpicks. Rat! Make some ratatouille. Out of actual rats. Alright. I missed something? I heard rat noises. Anyway. No, we're not going to edit anything. We are going forth into the world. Alright, now the next decision is whether to try and fast travel around all the time or just run straight there. I mean, obviously I have the option of fast traveling. Obviously I can't fast travel to... Actually, I can fast travel to Wayne and Priory. That's weird. So you note that like the map has very few places at the beginning you can fast travel to. If it's marked, I can fast travel to it. I'll unlock more as I go. There are, of course, console commands that I could enter to unlock all the fast travel points, but that doesn't seem fun. Like, that's only for cheating playthroughs, which I've done a few of them, but I mean, I want to avoid it for this normal playthrough. Like, this is a stream. I'm not going to, you know, cheese my way to victory. For that reason, I think, despite the monotony of running around, I think running to our destinations makes a far, like, it's going to be longer, but it makes a far more interesting stream. We're going to run into more random encounters along roads and have more chances to really do something fun. But first of all, the main thing is to go into the Imperial City here and sell some of the pounds of crap that I have collected while in the sewers. And since this opens directly to the market district, it seems like the perfect place to go.
I'm only asking for simple.
Go to this one because I know he'll buy most of my stuff.
Well, what kind of... Have a look around. You won't find better prices.
Okay, so it has a petty soul in it. It's good to know. Oh, I'm definitely not keeping that. I didn't even know I grabbed rat meat. This is good for our early mercantile skill ups to get rid of some of this early stuff that I picked up that I won't need. Some of it obviously definitely going to keep because I can use it for potions. I can use it for... I don't really use spell scrolls. I learn the spells when I go through the Mage's Guild quest. I think pretty much everything else I want to keep or eventually replace. But we'll get better stuff as we play through the quests.
A pleasure to serve.
But now we have some spending money
Please, come again.
to go to better shops and get better stuff. Let's look at our actual stats real quick. So obviously we're still level 1. Mid, decent. Alright, so the main ones we need to up our personality and endurance, because we're going to need the health and we're going to want people to like us better. Some of these skills we are really sucky at, so we're going to want to do things to raise them first. I already broke 12 lockpicks, picking 6 locks. That's not too bad. Alright. Here's a question. $10, $11, $12. Nope. Not until we are on that quest. Interesting to try and do. I mean, we can see it light up, so... That's kind of fun that, you know, we can see a later quest ahead of time. So, now that we're out, I can start explaining some of the lore. So one of the things we're now dealing with is the Oblivion Crisis.
You have my ear, citizen.
The Oblivion Gates have opened, and Mehrunes Dagon, the Elders, the Daedric Lord of Destruction, is working with an evil person to take over the realms of Tamriel. He wants to create dominion over Tamriel. To walk across it, something that he can't do, because while the Emperor is alive and the dragon fires are lit, there's no way to do that.
You know, stranger, who did I lose? Go on and... I was collecting their scales, see? Then, last month, one of the bastards got a hold of my leg. Took me right out of the business. But this alchemist, the alchemist was paying so much for the scales that I'm close to having enough saved so that But now I can't get out there to the lake. Not with this leg. I only needed 12 more scale. I've picked up a few things in my travel. Help an old fisherman out.
You know, worth a little bit of money, and I can swim without needing to breathe, so... One of the joys of being an Argonian. I can breathe underwater. Now, I swim faster on the surface, so one of the things I can do is swim on the surface and then wait until a red dot appears, because once a red dot appears, I've clearly got an enemy nearby. And slaughterfish are considered enemies. But basically the Oblivion crisis that we are now going to be dealing with as part of our quest is the thing that brings about the start of a dragon break, because the stealing of the Amulet of Kings is an event that breaks time. The Skyrim, the release of what's his name? The evil dragon, Alduin, starts another dragon break. Stupid crab. I knew I was going to run into some of these while doing this. So as you can imagine, pretty much every major event from any game, Morrowind, Skyrim, Arena, Daggerfall, is probably related to a dragon break. Surprised I'm not seeing any slaughterfish. I should probably get to win in priority. I don't want to waste time just doing random stuff. I mean, sure is always fun, but the main quest awaits. Why did a dog have a gold coin? He was coming right for me. He's coming right for us. He's coming right for us. He's coming right for us. Don't need that there anymore. To Joffrey with the Amulet of Kings. Just to prove I am not Dragonborn. The Amulet of Kings slips off, so try to fasten it around your neck. I am not the Dragonborn. This is not the same as Skyrim. I am not the same person. Although, there is a lot of good theories that being that... so in Elder Scrolls 3, you are the reincarnation of Indral Nerevar, a.k.a. the Nevarine, the immortal champion of Azura, the Queen of Night, and the stars. And basically during the Merethic era, Nerevar attempted to convince Dagoth-Ur and the Living Tribunal of Morrowind to not use the Heart of Lorkharn to become gods, and they killed him, betrayed him, and used the Heart of Lorkharn to become gods, and Azura, protecting Nerevar for choosing the right choice and choosing not to try and become immortal, made him her champion and made it so he'd be born at the beginning of each generation. Just about every single time. Also theorized that just about every single time that a champion for one of the games is born, that it is very possible that they are all essentially a reincarnation of Indoril Nerevar, meaning this could be Nerevar. This could be Nerevar. The Dragonborn from Skyrim could be Nerevar. We know for sure that, obviously, the champion of Morrowind is Nerevar. Like, that one's not for debate. You find out by the end of the game you are the Neverine, the reincarnation of Nerevar. That one's kind of like the whole plot of the game. But like Elder Scrolls Redguard, Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, Elder Scrolls Arena, all those Elder Scrolls, every single one, its protagonist could be Nerevar. Theoretically.
Trouble?
Hear any good
If you've
rumors?
got to travel, by the 9 Divines, stay on the roads. The wilderness just isn't. Farewell, citizen.
Yeah, I figured that was his horse. It would be nice to just take a horse, but taking a horse can be a crime that I don't want to commit yet. Like, I don't mind committing a crime, but horse theft, oof, that's a pretty steep crime. Plus, we're about to get a horse when we get to Coral. Or at least we can. I haven't done a full, like, just straight, like, because originally when they first released Oblivion, you could not fast travel anywhere besides, like, the Imperial City. You had to reach each town before you could fast travel through it. So alright, I gotta go. I'm here at Wayne and Priory, so I think this is a good place to pause the stream. I am gonna go eat dinner real quick, because my family has called me to dinner. I see no reason with only one person in chat to not just leave this here, so...
Yes? Can I help? He's up.
just gonna leave that paused. Oh. Turn that off. Alright, we are back. Sorry about the wait, people. I had to go eat a burger.
I'm Brother Joffrey. Emperor Ur...
I was there when he died.
Now,
He gave me the Amulet
you
of
brought me the
Kings.
Amulet of Kings? This cannot be. Let me see it.
Here.
By the nine. This is the Amulet of Kings. Who are you? How did you get this? What do you know of the Emperor's death?
Close shut the jaws of Oblivion, illegitimate heir. Look, it was all very complicated.
Story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings.
So what did he mean by close shut the jaws of
Meaning is
Oblivion?
unclear to me as well. The
What?
Emperor seemed to perceive some threat from the demonic world of Oblivion. The Prince of Destruction, Mehrunes Dagon, is one of the Lords of Oblivion. But the mortal world is protected from the danger of Oblivion by magical barriers.
So then how can Oblivion threaten
I'm
us?
not sure. Only the Emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power.
Sounds like mumbo jumbo to me.
He uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. With the Emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragon fires protected us from a threat that only the Emperor was aware of.
The Emperor asked me to find his son?
I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago, I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades. One night, Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time, he would ask about the child's progress. Now, it seems that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim throne, if he yet lives.
Where can I
His name is
find
Martin.
Martin?
He serves Akatosh in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here.
I see.
You must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, he is in terrible danger. And please, let me know if there's anything you need. My resources here are limited, but I will help in any way I can.
Well, what assistance can you offer? Okay. What do we have in his chest? Oh, here we go. Leather boots, leather cuirass, leather greaves, potions, arrows, a proper steel bow. Yeah, you can have that. Yeah, you can have all that. And that.
Your first priority.
Tell me about the
It will be
Amulet of
safest here
Kings.
with me. When you return with Martin, we will figure out our next move. I don't have much here at hand, but you're welcome to anything you need from my chest in the reading room. Priam Aberil and Brother Pina may also be able to help. You should...
Oh, okay, I will speak to them. What about that guy Boris I met?
Ever to serve in the Emperor's personal guard. I am glad to hear that he survived, but I fear he will take the Emperor's death particularly hard.
That's too damn bad. What were those dragon fires you spoke
The
of?
coronation of each new emperor is sealed when he uses the Amulet of Kings to light the dragon fires in the Temple of the One. The dragon fires of Akatosh remain lit until the death of the Emperor. His successor then lights them anew upon ascending to the throne.
I see.
Emperor Uriel dead and no successor crowned, the Temple of the One will be dark for the first time in centuries.
So what you're saying is the dragon fires protect us from oblivion, and they're extinguished now with the death of the Emperor, and unless I can find Martin, no one can relight them, and we're screwed.
The Elder Council rules in the Emperor's absence by ancient tradition. Chancellor Akato heads the Elder Council and is the closest thing the Empire has to a leader right now. But that's to the Emperor, of course. We are not an arm of the government.
Hello.
He is a priest in the chapel of Akatosh in Kavat. He never knew that he was Uriel Septim's son. We need to find him at once and bring him safely back here.
Tell me more about this Mehrunes Dagon guy.
Prince of Destruction, an inveterate foe of all mortal races. He was involved with Jagar Tharn's plot against the Empire years ago. It doesn't surprise me to find his hand in the current calamity.
And tell me more about the blades.
Boris told you right. I am the Grand Master of the Blades. We serve the Emperor and the Septim bloodline. Talos is our patron.
Talos, right, yeah, Tiber Septim, the guy who became a god.
Only a few of us have the honor to serve publicly in the Imperial Guard.
Okay, I think I've talked to you about everything I can talk to you about.
You must find Martin before the enemy does.
Alright.
I know that you are on an important...
That's a generous offer, thank you. I will take your horse, and I will use it to travel the realms.
Hello there. Welcome,
you.
good citizen. I'm Brother Pop.
Can you offer assistance?
Perhaps you will find this useful. One of the books you go into.
You give me a book? I have to stop the Oblivion Crisis, and you give me a book. I don't even want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you no more. Son of a hot dog water trough. It seems to have frozen. Hold on. Does this sometimes takes a minute to load. Did it crash? It can crash. It might have. I think it crashed. Oh. Yep, it crashed. Hold on. Yep, it crashed. Hold on. I'll be right back. this again. Let's try this again.
Can I help you? Yes. Can I help you?
Wow, it threw me back here. Alright, well... Wow, it threw me back here. Alright, well,
He's up.
that doesn't surprise me a little bit. Alright, well, doesn't surprise me a little bit. Alright, we'll just do this really quickly.
Listen. Listen. By the... Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You must...
Yeah.
You must... Come on now. Come on now. There's no need to get violent. The training of thousands has passed through me.
I accept your surrender.
I accept your surrender.
Didn't mean to hit you. I was just clicking too fast. Didn't mean to hit you. I was just clicking too fast. Probably shouldn't have left the stream running. Probably shouldn't have left the stream running while I went and ate, but I didn't want to close the stream and start a whole nother one. But that's what I get. But leaving it running. That's what I get for leaving it running and letting it. I don't crash again. Come on. I don't need this. Okay, well that might end up being where I have to call it just till I can figure out what the heck is going on with the game crashing. The game crashing might also help if I close. Things in the background that might be interfering. If it drops again, I'm calling stream. Just not worth the headache. Not worth the headache. Dealing with this over and over again.
Can I help you? Yes. Can I help you? Go ahead. He's upstairs. Go ahead. Now, there's no need to get violent. Now, there's no need to get violent. I'll let. Treacherous little filter. Thief! How dare you steal from me?
Try reloading.
Can I help you? Yes. Can I help you? He's upstairs. I'm brother. You. By the. You. By the. I am.
Okay, let's hope this is the last time I have to deal with this. Okay, let's hope this is the last time I have to deal with this.
I know that you are. I know that you are. Go with. Go with.
Welcome. Here. Welcome. Go. Here. You go. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Thank you. This time it Thank you. This time it did not crash. Alright. Alright, and just to speed this up. Alright, and just to speed this up for purposes of the crash and the purposes of the crash and being gone, we're just gonna fast travel to Kvatch to save Martin. Save Martin.
Come on, run while there's still time. The guard still holds the road, but it's only a matter of time before they're overwhelmed. God's blood. You don't know. God's blood. You don't know, do you? Deidre overran Kvatch last night. There were glowing portals outside the walls, gates to Oblivion itself. There was a huge creature, something out of a nightmare, came right over the walls, blasting fire that swarmed around it, killing.
The whole city can't be destroyed. The whole city can't be destroyed.
Go and see for yourself. Kvatch is a smoking ruin. We're all that's left. Do you understand me? Everyone else is dead. It was Savly and Mattis. It was Savly and Mattis. Some of the other guards helped some of us escape. Savly says they can hold their own. No, I don't believe him. Nothing can stop them. If you've seen it, you know. Or it's too late.
Someone's gone crazy.
Run when you can.
Bye, Psycho. Oh, I forgot to grab Friar Maybroll's horse. Oh well, I'll go back. I gotta go back anyway, so I'll be able to get the horse later. I could talk to some of these people, but there's no point. We're gonna go up the hill, close, shut the jaws of Oblivion, and then maybe, we'll see. Might stream a little longer, might call it a night for the time being. I want to try and at least get a few hours in. See if we can get more viewers. I know my friend Brandon's watching. Shout out to Brandon. Some of my other friends might watch later when it goes to a normal video.
This is no place for you. Get back to the encampment at once. We lost. It was some made it, and now we can't. The only we'll try to hold them. I have the some they've opened one. You mean the creek, if he's not. My home. We couldn't have been if only I had. You want to help? Are you sure? I don't know how you can see them. I sent men in. If you can get it, the best I could. Good luck. It's a brave thing.
Alright, let's go close the gate of Oblivion.
Thank the Nine. The others taken. Captain Matty, I ran it. I'm getting out of it. Captain is still alright.
Yeah, I'd have him help me, but honestly, he's not going to be much help. All this blood grass is really useful for sneaking because it makes the ingredient for like a sneaking potion. Hence why I'm grabbing as much of it as I can. Because yeah, it'll be in every gate, but I'm going to use a lot of it during stealth missions early on. And going slow means not getting hit by those falling rocks. Beware falling rocks! Oh wait, I almost forgot. There's a Star Wars reference, I think, in here. Is it back at the beginning, or is it... I think I can get to it from here. See if that's any better than my steel bow that I already have. A Daedric bow would be better, but a Dramora's light field bow I think is better than a steel bow. I just have to check the stats. I guess I gotta go back around if I want to look for the Star Wars reference. Or it might be right here. It's a very minor Star Wars reference, but it's here somewhere near the lava lake. If it's here, it might not be this gate. There are multiple gates and therefore multiple chances for the reference. But essentially it's a corpse sticking its hand out of the lava with partially in the lava, and it's supposed to represent Anakin during Revenge of the Sith as a Easter egg of just a partially submerged, burned corpse in the lava. I don't see it, but it's supposed to be here somewhere. Is it right here? It's usually like right here. There it is. There it is. It's Anakin, everybody. He didn't make it. He didn't make it. Poor Anakin didn't make it. But there you go. He wasn't ready. Yeah, vines of death trying to frickin' kill me. Stupid scamp. Alright, let's quickly close this Oblivion gate. Steel bow does 4 damage, Dremora light bow does 3. Not worth it. Dremora mace does 2. Steel longsword does 2. It's equivalent. That does 2. I don't really like blunt weapons, so yeah. The less I have to carry, the better. Next door.
doing. Quickly, quickly, must get, find the city.
Alright, got the key. Now I can ascend. Alright. And shut the Oblivion Gate.
I just can't sleep.
You close the gate. I knew you could do it. This is our chance, so I need you to... Are you able to... Oh, come back!
I lie down and close my eyes, but I can't stop thinking about it.
It's safe to pull those people out of the... Come on. This is...
The area is clear? Brother Mark. You too.
Report, soldier.
Sir, we're all that's left. Barrack Indian, myself, and these civilians.
That's it? There's no
I
one
would have
else.
not let this happen.
There were others, sir, but they refused to stay put. We tried to
What
get
could
them
we
to
have
the
done
main
to
station,
deserve
but
this?
they left anyway. I guess they didn't make it.
Very well. The area outside the chapel has been cleared, and these people need to be taken to safety. Escort them to the camp south of Uruguay.
But sir, I want to help fight.
You will, soldier. Once they're secure, get back here immediately. We'll need every available blade. There'll be plenty of fighting to go around.
Sir, yes sir. Civilians, it's time to move out. Let's go.
I heard about how you helped the guard drive the dead. The Emperor, who are you? Yes, I'm having... If all this is... What plan? I prayed to Akatosh.
Sean Bean, everyone.
No help came. Only more dead.
Brother Martin Septum, a.k.a. Sean Bean.
Emperor Uriel Septon? You think the Emperor is my father? No, you must have the wrong man. I am a priest. And entire because I'm the Emperor. I don't know. What does this mean? You destroyed the... Yes.
Alright. Get him to Wayne and Priory and then come back and break the siege of Kavach. But I think once we get him to Wayne and Priory, we're going to call it for the night. Try and start earlier tomorrow. Get a full day of streaming in. hopefully get more people watching. And you know what? Let's just, again, just fast travel, get this done quick. I know said it'd be more interesting to travel around Tamriel itself without doing much fast traveling, but I think we'll save that for next stream. We'll do more of the non-fast travel stuff.
Help! You must help! I don't know. Looked around. Suddenly, what? Son, what's going on?
Paradise awaits me.
I could use a hand here. God's blood. Quick!
Your timing is excellent. I'll take the one on the right. Stand ready.
Dawn is breaking. Oblivion will welcome your soul in Oblivion.
Let's hear it.
You're back. They attacked the amulet. We need to... We'll go to...
I'm listening. Hello.
Poor Prior Mabrel. Well, at least he gave us his horse before we let him die. Oh, we didn't let him die.
Greetings, Argonian.
They've taken it. So it is not... Martin cannot. Nowhere is Cloud rule it. We should leave it. Cloud, it is hot. One of the iron... The carp, the dragon, the emperor. The Daedra, Prince of Destruction. He was in... With the
Yep, the Amulet of King. Without the Amulet of Kings, now Martin is kind of useless. We need to get that back.
Rest easy until Martin is...
Alright, let's get him to Cloud Ruler, and then I think... we'll have to make it a day. We'll have to make it a day. Come on, Joffrey, come open the door.
Grandmaster, is this? Yes, Cyrus. This is the Emperor's son, Martin Septim.
My lord, welcome to Cloud Ruler Temple. We have not had the honor of an emperor's visit in many years.
Well, thank you. The honor is mine.
Come, your blades are waiting to greet you. Blades! Dark times are upon us. The Emperor and his sons were slain on our watch. The Empire is in chaos. But there is yet hope. Here is Martin Septim, true son of Uriel Septim. Your Highness, the blades are at your command. You will be safe here until you can take up your throne.
Joffrey, all of you, I know you all expect me to be Emperor. I'll do my best. But this is all new to me. I'm not used to giving speeches, but I want you to know that I appreciate your welcome here. I hope I prove myself worthy of your loyalty in the coming days. That's it. Thank you.
Well then, thank you, Martin. We'd all best get back to our duties, Captain?
Not much of a speech, was it? The blades saluting me and hailing me. I don't mean to say that everyone expects me to suddenly know what to do. They want an emperor to tell them. Of course. The emperor. That's an idea that would take some getting used to. In any case, we need the amulet first. Maybe Joffrey will know where to start. All what the Emperor, what I saw at Kavach. Yet those gates, if the amulet...
Yep. Daedric
I haven't
magic.
always been a priest. I know more than I want to about the seductive power of Daedric magic. Something has changed. Joffrey believes the death of the Emperor. And don't worry about me, my friend. Sir, I know I'm in...
You have proven yourself a loyal servant of the Empire. As the Grand Master of the Blades, I would be honored. It is my honor to welcome... this place. Since then... You're right. You should go back to the Imperials. You'll find Boris at Luther Broad's board. The amulet of... once we have it back. This fortress...
Good hands.
Give my warm regards. To Boris. Tell him he should not blame himself for the Emperor's death. He did well to send you to me.
Alright, go find a bed, level up, and then I think we are going to call it there. We'll take up the rest of the quest when I return. All these swords belong to dead blades. That's a lot of dead blades.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Raise luck, and then I think we'll get these lesser skills up first, and then once we get everything to around 50, we'll start leveling things priority-wise for... Thank you all for joining me on this Lore and Gore video. Thank you all for dropping in to Click the Kanku's Tavern at the End of the Multiverse. The immortal breach between reality and fiction and fantasy. And we will